Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a kind of rant video. I had a real annoying day today. My husband and I took a day off to do, run some errand and stuff. Go to the bank, renew license and stuff like that. For my international viewers, it's like I'm referring to a licensing office, which is also known as the DMV for you all. So at first, they have an appointment system now. You book online or whatever, get confirmation. So you show up there. Our appointment time was 8:25 a.m. and we got there. Firstly, the website said that you need to walk with proof of address, right? And did not make reference to what type. If they specifically wanted a particular document. Now, upon speaking to the first clerk, after waiting in the hot sun, that person said that you need nothing but a utility bill, and if you do not have a utility bill on your name, you need to get an authorization letter stating so that you reside at that particular address, right? So after waiting for a little while, we had to actually exit the line and go get that document. And we were thinking that a bank statement may work, or a utility not a utility bill, like one of those, the internet bills, or your cell phone bill. We were thinking that that would actually work, so that's what we had. And when we arrived, another clerk was addressing members of the public, stating that you need to have proof of address, and that could be a utility bill. And if you don't have the utility bill, an authorization letter stating that you reside at the home, like I mentioned before, a floor bill, which is an internet service here, a Digicel bill, which is a cell phone service here, together with other types of services as well. And so I'm like, so why the first clerk said something different? She said it specifically has to be a utility bill, right? And my husband even went on to ask, so a floor bill could work, another kind of bill could work, a mobile bill could work. No, it must be a utility bill. And government workers, how they would tend to speak to you at times, right? So that was the first annoyance, right? Documents being processed. My documents were processed. I had to, do name change or whatever, because, now a married woman. Yay! And my husband, his documents were processed. He reached to the point of, going to take his picture and so on. And then he was told, and this is how he explained to me, he was like, the clerk was like, where is your medical? So he was like, I asked about it at the front desk and they told me that I didn't need one. So she was like, I'm telling you that you need one. Who tell you that? Who tell you that you don't need any? I'm telling you need one. So he already annoyed by that, especially with the shenanigan kind of vibes. Head going all over, hand going all over. No, he probably exaggerated a bit. I could see him exaggerating a little bit. And he had to leave now. Leave the section where you're taking out the photo, go get a medical and come back. I'm in there at the point taking my photo. The clerk taking the photo, hardly even speaking loudly enough where you could actually hear what she's saying. Take off your mask. Take off your mask. Excuse me? Take off your mask. They're not even allowing you to see your photo. Come on. I have to keep that for 5 years. Why or 10 years, why we can't look at the photo? What's the big deal? Yes, I know it will take up time or whatever, but oh gosh, you're hoggish and you don't even want to show me the photo. Then her co-worker next to her was saying, now this was probably about, remember I said that our appointment was 8:30, right, a.m. By the time we actually got to the photo section, sorry, the photo section was 11:30. Sweatbox scene at that location, licensing location. Sweatbox. Especially when you have on a mask. Oh my god, I had puddles on my face. I forget to actually walk with something to pat my puddles. That was the worst, yes. And I was so reliant on the girl who taken all the photo to tell me how I looking. Now my photo come up, I'm not going to put it on the screen. My photo come out with my earring like twisted like this. My hair in a mess. My goodness, and I'm looking shiny like I don't know what. That's okay. I'll take a better photo in 5 years. That's okay. Water under the bridge, right? No, it's still bothering me. Okay, I'll lie. It not so irritating. Just a little bit. Yeah, so that was that. I mean to say, so how come if he has a certain class of license, then you're supposed to know if he needed a medical or not at the first processing point, right? He went through the process, you fill out the form, you went and made the payment. Nobody even mentioned the medical until he got into the section that takes the photo. So it's like a few people missed that actual step. Have some consistency, have some, I don't know, you have an appointment system, people flustered, people waiting there. But I know trainees would, like, even though you have an appointment for like 8:30, you would show up there like 7 o'clock. And the people who have appointments for like 8 o'clock, 8:30, they showing up for 7:30. So you always have some kind of crowd, you know? And that is something that actually happens in the healthcare system here as well. That's why it always have a whole lot of people, especially in front of the hospital in San Fernando. So the next stop was the bank. I'm not going to say which bank. I really went to, open a joint account. Had the relevant documentation. But the issue was that the same issue with the utility bill and the authorization letter was done for the bank. And the bank is saying that the actual address must be reflected in the body of the letter. So even though you had the actual address to the top left, as any letter would be, right? And in the body of the letter makes reference to the above mentioned address, you still need a statement within the body saying that this is the address. I was so shocked that was an actual issue. I don't know, forgive me for my ignorance. I don't know if it is some sort of security protocol or whatever. It wasn't explained in that way to me. But I do get that, A letter was done addressed to the bank, making reference to the above address, and you are saying that you are denying me an opportunity to open an account at your bank because you don't have a proper authorization letter and the letter doesn't state the address, your residence with anybody. So that was like And it was the perfect opportunity, you know. Like, I mean, it didn't have like a lot of people in the bank. You could have probably get through with your business real fast. Although my husband went to collect a normal links card, and that took half an hour. As soon as he got into the bank, he went straight to a teller. How that could take a half an hour? It take about 15 minutes alone for the teller to encrypt the card. How could it take so long? And it have nobody else in the bank. I don't know, probably backlogs or something like that. That's so weird. Then on top of everything, like the clerk who actually told me about the letter, clerk or teller, I don't know what, but that person also told me that to open an account with them will take an hour, and probably a little more than an hour. So I was like, no, we press for time because we have to go run errands in a different location or whatever. So I like, why it going to take an hour? Because we have to now build a profile for you on our system. So Flintstones make your system or something like that an hour to build my profile? I don't get that. Oh gosh, somebody comment below and tell me if I being unreasonable, please. Show me some kind of different perspective. Help me to understand. Seriously, because I do get it. In this day and age, when we're so dependent on technology and trying to avoid crowds and trying to, cope with this pandemic and whatever, and do more online banking and online services or whatever, you telling me I have to come to the bank and stay there for an hour for you to build a profile for me to open an account? Really? Really? I don't get it. Oh gosh, I hope somebody who working in the bank could explain this to me in the comment section, seriously, because it wasn't explained. I don't think that the teller actually explained it to me properly, or I would understand. That's the end of my rant. I'm so sorry to just offload on you all, but this might probably help somebody else. So if you're going to, I might as well say the bank name. No. The colors is blue. Oh shoot, there's 2 banks in this country that the colors is blue. It starts with R and end with L. That is all. You figure it out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the requirements to open an account is 2 forms of ID and proof of address. And if you don't have a utility bill, which it must be a utility bill, you have to have an authorization letter from the person whose name the bill is on. And in the body of the letter, it must reflect the actual address for where you reside, which should also correspond with the address on the top of the letter. Right? So I hope this was helpful. Please help me in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you for watching.